All right, joining us now is Alamogordo Volleyball. Their season begins on Saturday. They take on Lovington at home. 2 p.m. for varsity. JV will be at 1 o'clock. And beginning her second year with Lady Tiger Volleyball's Coach Rachel Montoya. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Who you brought with you today?
So we have senior Emily Grinder. We also have, we only brought seniors today. So we have Alyssa Roberts, and we also have Ella Krcil.
All right, ladies, how you doing today? Good?
We're doing good.
Okay, glad to hear it. So, Coach, year two, you've had a full summer. You've had, because last year, I think you took the job like in July or August. So
very last week of July. So it was kind of trial by fire last summer.
How much different does it feel having that full off season with these ladies?
Completely different. I was actually able to get to know them over the summer, get to see what they're about, get to see some full talents this summer. And so it was, again, like I said, totally different experience this summer.
How was the turnout? Did you have a pretty good amount of ladies that came out and participated this summer?
During the summer, it was totally different. We got some weights in. Definitely some injury prevention. And then we still had a crazy amount during tryouts. I think we had upwards of 50 girls come out, maybe even more than that. So we would still love to have some more over the summer just to get some better looks throughout the summer. But it was still a great turnout.
Yeah. How did you feel like the first couple weeks of practice have gone? You guys have a bit of a run up to the first game. You're not heavy right at the beginning of the season.
Oh, absolutely. We definitely get a little, I wouldn't say a lazy, because it's definitely still rushed in the sense, but not like soccer. They hit the ground running. But it's more controlled, I guess. It's been good. We've been able to maybe relaxed, but not pressured. So still have some fun running a few. We're able to dabble a little bit within our rotations. Still not 100% sure where we're going to put people, which I know the girls kind of hate. But we've got a lot of talent on our varsity team, which makes it harder for me. But it's a good, bad problem to have, I think.
Program wide, or you feel like you're seeing good things from JV and from C team as well?
Oh, absolutely. We've got some strong numbers, and the three coaches and I have had a great conversation as far as we're going to be pretty solid through the next 3 years.
Okay.
Hopefully for the next couple of years.
Yeah, and I know like the middle school programs always seem to have big numbers for volleyball as well.
Oh, absolutely. We were talking to the Mountain View coaches. They had 50 girls show up to just their tryouts.
Wow.
So that's another great bad problem to have.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like all across the county, just so many ladies that want to play volleyball, and I know there's select teams and all kinds of stuff. So that's a good problem to have. That
yes.
There's a gluttony of ladies that want to come out and play.
Yes, absolutely.
So, very good. All right, we'll move over here to Emily. And first off, fun summer. Get to do anything cool or?
Yeah, I went on a youth tour to DC, sponsored by the electric co-ops around the United States, and I thought that was pretty fun. It was like once in a lifetime kind of opportunity. I went there for about a week and explored the entirety of Washington DC with different people from our state. So it was great. And then other things, like I went to my brother's basketball tournaments, and so he traveled far. Yeah. So like Las Vegas and California. So how
did you get involved with that? In terms of it being sponsored by the co-ops, was it a contest you entered? You had to write an essay or just?
Yes, sir. You had to write an essay, a couple of essays actually. I think one based on describing a cooperative, and then personally why you wanted to go on that trip. And I wrote it. And I wrote both of them, obviously. But, yeah, you just that's all you had to do, and just submit it to the electric cooperatives, and they would interview you. And then if you got it, then you were able to go.
Let's talk about the volleyball part of it. Obviously, you got to do some of the summer workouts, even though you were busy with all this other stuff.
Yes, sir. And then we went to some of the camps. I think UTEP and the UTEP we had here and the NMSU. It was really great. I had a lot of fun.
How good is it to go to a college like that, and then usually you're working with college coaches and things like that? You get to learn a lot from that. What do you feel like you learned from those opportunities?
Well, you never stop learning in volleyball. It's more of you just continuous growth. It's just a sport that you always keep learning, and I enjoy it.
Yeah. So. How's the first couple weeks of practice gone?
It's great.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work. And sweating, so yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been hot. Yeah, it's been hot everywhere.
No AC in the weight room, so that's where we're dying.
Oh, okay, very good. Well, and I know last year was an adjustment with Coach Montoya in terms of the regiment, the workouts, and getting ready for the start of the season. A little bit easier this year now that you're a bit more acclimated to it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And your senior year, I mean, where do you feel like you're improving? What positions are we going to see out this year? I know Coach said we're not kind of sure. Do you have kind of an idea of where you're going to be?
I can play any position, but mostly I specialize in the outside hitter and back row as well. So yeah, that's probably what you're going to be able to see.
Are there parts of your game you feel like you're improving on? Defensively, your digs, your setting. Is that
setting?
Okay? That's where it's definitely you've seen a lot of improving in this year.
For sure, I need to improve more on that too.
Okay. So you're hoping to improve more, but you feel like you've gained a lot from last year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. We'll move on over here to Alyssa. And Alyssa, how about you? Anything fun this summer, or just kind of enjoying things? Or you got to the camps, right?
We went to plenty of camps this summer. We went to, like Emily said, we went to a UTEP camp here and a UTEP camp at UTEP, which was fun but absolutely exhausting. I went home with a hurt knee, but it's okay now. kind of. And then we also had an NMSU camp, which I enjoyed. I really loved the coaches. The coaches, they're so sweet. We had a coach over at UTEP. Her name was Landry. I absolutely loved her. She was so sweet. But other than volleyball, I went to church camp this summer. It was my first time going to church camp. I wanted to go last year, but Ruidoso fires and everything, it almost got burned down. But it was amazing. It really strengthened my relationship with God, and it was just everything I could have hoped for when I went.
Okay. So it wasn't Ruidoso. You got to go up there and enjoy that?
Yeah. Oh. I went with a few of my best friends and my boyfriend.
Okay. Awesome. Very good. How about your first couple weeks of practice? How's it been? I mean, you talked about you kind of banged up your knee a little bit. Has it been difficult to get back into the full run of things?
I feel like I'm nailed to the ground on one side of my body. Like it doesn't move, and it drives me insane because I know I can get there. I know I can get that ball, but I can't move. But other than that, it's normal practice, and it feels good to be getting back into the swing of things, because shifting between summer and school practice is a whole entire thing. But it's really hot in that gym. It's really hot. They turn off the air conditioner after school's out, and they don't even think about the athletics. So we're just in there sweating. Like my eyeballs sweat, and it's ridiculous.
First world problems at Alamogordo High School.
I'm not sure eyeballs can sweat, but I get what you're saying.
Mine do.
Are you saying because of the sweat you're crying?
We're crying on the inside and outside.
Okay, I got
Don't
you.
out me. Don't out me.
Fair enough. We're going to see you up on the front line again this year, or?
I have the special opportunity of being only one of two middles on the team, so I really don't get a choice on where I get to be. I've been a middle since I was little itty bitty, and it's where I've been stuck.
Okay.
Destined
to be. Hell, and you got some height. That's usually how that goes in volleyball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're taller than 5'6", you're stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
Immediately. Oh, she's tall. She must play basketball. No, she's a middle in volleyball.
Very good. Do you feel like there's anything you're showing improvement on going into this year?
Well, I really want to work on blocking better. I want to move my feet better. I feel like UTEP, the camp that we went to El Paso, that really helped me with my transitioning on and off the net, which can be hard for middles because we're constantly blocking, and so as soon as you come down, the ball is already up back at the net for the setter to set. So it makes our job as hitters a little bit harder because it's harder to get on and off the net. But I feel like I've improved in that. And Montoya will tell you, I'm the backup setter for the team.
Oh, right. She's lying to herself, but it's okay.
No, Montoya's lying. I'm the backup setter. I'm the backup setter. If Azuri goes down, Azuri, our setter, she goes down, I'm next in line. All right?
I keep telling her to call her mother and see what her mother has to say about that.
Except my mom will put me in line, so we're not going to do that.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. We'll move over here to Ella now. Ella, how about you? What'd you have going on this summer? Anything fun outside of doing volleyball stuff?
I also went to church camp with Alyssa. I was
cool.
one of the ones that got to go with her. It was, like she said, a great experience. Everybody kind of came together. It was really nice, the whole community thing, everything like that. And all the volleyball camps and everything. Most of the summer was dedicated to volleyball. Off season is very important for a lot of the sports here and everything. So definitely is a big commitment for the summer.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to go to some of the camps this summer. You didn't get to go to all of the UTEP and MSU camps.
I didn't get to. I went to the UTEP camp that was here in Alamogordo, but I didn't get to go to the UTEP one that was actually in the UTEP.
What did you feel like you learned when you get a chance to work with some of those college coaches?
I feel like you just like Emily said, you get to learn about a bunch of other things that, you didn't think that. You went over a bunch of the little things that, you think that you can leave behind in the past.
I think they want you, your strength and conditioning, I would imagine, is a big part of that, right?
Well,
Yeah.
and it's
Sorry, I
the
was
little
flexing my
things
muscles
you
of not paying
you
attention.
overlook.
Yeah.
I think, and you're like, oh, well, these are kind of silly skills, and you're like, oh, these are so annoying.
Yeah.
But I think they reiterate, like, yes, they're mundane. Yes, they're but we even still do this in college, like reiterating to them, like, don't forget, like, we still do these even at the collegiate level, and just keep at it. Like, what you're doing is still super important. So
Like the 10, 20, 30 drill.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It was
Absolutely.
things that, are definitely, like she said, overlooked, that you think like, oh, this is what the little girls do. Like, we don't need to do this, but it's super important, just be able to go back to the basics and be sure that you have the correct habits for everything.
Yeah, and I would imagine just repetition. I mean, even
Yes.
though as Coach said, it's mundane, but if you get to the point where it's second nature, you're not even thinking about it. That's maybe more than anything else what you see from the elite players out there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How about first couple weeks of practice outside of sweating from your eyeballs? How's the first couple weeks of practice going for you?
I would say pretty good, honestly. I really like our team this year. I'm excited to see how it goes. Obviously, still very tired from summer, still very sweaty. But
The weight room
It's
doesn't
been
have a air conditioner either.
no, but no, it's been great. It's been definitely a lot smoother than this year. Montoya's done a good job this year. Everything kind of has come together. I'm excited, and we're ready for our first game.
Okay. How about you? Where do you feel like you're seeing improvement in your game going into this season? What positions were you going to see out there this year?
I'm a pin hitter, either a right side or an outside. So that's normally where I play.
Okay.
One of those. I would say I've seen improvement with my confidence. I feel like that's something that's overlooked a lot in volleyball. Volleyball is a mindset game, big with mindset. If you go in there not confident, you're going to shank a pass, you're going to hit a ball out into the net, miss your serve. Like, you have to have confidence when you're going onto that court. So.
All right. Well, Coach, these three here, and you have another 5 seniors in this group this year?
so 7 total.
Yeah, so 4 more seniors in the group.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the other ladies that are going to be important for you all this year.
Well, just on our team.
Yeah.
So we have some returners. So we have Mari, who's going to come back to us, and we also have Chloe, who's coming back to us. And we also have a newbie from Colorado, Audrey, who's coming to us. And then we have Azri, who came up from JV, who's going to be our setter.
Love her.
And so we have a very strong JV team that's going to be coming for us next year. And we've just got a very solid program this year. We have a huge set of freshmen and sophomores that are strong, that are starting in the weight room, that are just...
Yeah.
I'm pretty awestruck at how talented and how just dedicated they are already.
Yeah. Where do you feel like the strengths of this group are going to be this year? After seeing them through the summer, after seeing them the first couple weeks of practice, where do you feel like you can kind of get a little bit of advantage on some of your opponents this year?
I would say a lot of them are just coachable. They're just willing to step up and step in. The weight room regiment, they're willing to go through the grueling testimonies of Coach Dreffs. He keeps texting me, dude, these girls in the weight room have been amazing. Even before tryouts, those girls in the weight room were willing to do what it took, and they were not complaining. I would have been, but
Tomorrow is Wine Wednesday. Yeah.
Yes,
Counting
and he
down
said,
the hours.
You get Wine Wednesday. You get 3 minutes to whine for 3. That's it. And 5. But you get 3. Those 5 minutes, and then they were done. And yes, it was hot. But then they were like, okay, we're done. We're gonna recover. We're gonna work hard, and we're just gonna go through it. And so the mentality of it, we're just in a really hard, stinking district. And that's not an excuse for us. And so the fact that we're going to kind of put that aside and we're just going to be a little more gnarly than we have been in the past. We're just going to fight a little bit more because what else can you do?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, we're going up against Krcil every single year. I mean,
Absolutely.
and then you throw in, obviously, nobody else is a slouch in the district. Centennial, Mayfield, Oregon Mountain, Gadsden. I mean, everybody's difficult. So,
yeah,
for sure.
Let's shout out Coach Dreffs real quick, guys.
Absolutely.
He's great.
Absolutely. Well,
Love you.
and the amount of research that he's put in for injury prevention, I think, everyone's, you're throwing weights around. No, this is strength and conditioning in order to keep us healthy and safe, shoulder strength and, injury prevention, making sure our knees are safe because we have so much lateral movement. It's nothing that is consistent. We have to be, safe. And so it's just been awesome.
Okay.
So
I feel like this has been my favorite question that I've asked this run with all the different interviews that I've done. And Emily, with you being a senior, what are some things you wish you had known when you were playing as a freshman, sophomore, that you feel like you can impart on some of the younger players? It's like, you can let them know that, hey, this isn't something you need to worry about, freak out about kind of thing.
I think, honestly, that I took it too serious a lot of the time and that I should have just had fun, honestly. I mean, volleyball is really competitive, but there's a difference between you need to be locked in, and at the same time competitive, but not
grumpy.
Serious, exactly. Like, grumpy, like, you know what I mean? Like, and just taking it so personally because I understand you're going to lose games, you're going to win games, but you're with the people that surround you. That's your people and that's your support group. And I feel like the moments that you're sharing with them and the times you're spending with them are the most important, obviously. So I think you just need to take that in because now my last year, I wish I would have done things differently, obviously, but I'm really glad that I get to spend my last year with the girls that we have. I love you guys.
I love you, Emily.
Just focusing on volleyball this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you hoping to continue athletics after this, or is this going to be it for you?
No, sir. This is going to be it for me.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do club season. It's club volleyball after high school, but after this, I'm going to focus on school. So.
Okay. Do you know where you're going to college at yet?
I haven't chosen a specific college. I know what I want to major in, but not. I don't know. I have a couple that I have in mind. So.
Okay. Do you know what you want to what do you want to major in?
I want to major in biology, and then continue on to med to become an optometrist. So
okay,
yes.
Already got that all figured out.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, very good. Well, yeah, I'm sure you got a number of different colleges you could probably choose from around the area.
Sir.
So okay, what when did you get into optometry?
Recently, I shadowed Dr. Vitetto, and I think she's off of White Sands.
Oh, New York. Yeah.
It was just such a enjoyable thing you really don't understand. That I think a lot of people don't understand how fascinating the eyes are. I think I'm just weird for that, but not every eye is the same either, and it's so interesting just to learn about it and see all the different cases. So, yeah.
Okay, awesome, very good. All right, we'll move on over here to Alyssa and just volleyball this year.
Yeah, just volleyball.
Okay.
I lift weights at the high school, but not for powerlifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think Dreffs can talk you into that?
There's still time.
It's too hot in that gym. I don't think anyone could talk.
I was going to say, it won't be just Dreffs, it'll be Coach Montoya because she's one of the assistant coaches there.
Talk to me.
Unfortunately, my bench is not impressive, so I will not be doing that. So
You're good. You're good with the deadlift. You're good with some of the other ones, but not the
I
bench.
hate deadlifts.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Don't get her started.
My hands, they are so... I can't with deadlifts. They stink. It's more of a workout to put the weight on the bar than it actually is to lift the bar. And no hate to anybody who does deadlifts. It's just they're not for me. I don't appreciate what they do to my hands.
She's soft.
This is. Are you warming up for Wine Wednesday?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
okay.
yeah.
tomorrow.
It's
It's
tomorrow.
tomorrow, y'all.
It's tomorrow. I'm like listing things that I'm going to complain
Poor
to Dreffs about.
Sorry,
the planks. The planks, I'm gonna like the full 5 minutes. It's just gonna be complaining about the planks. I've had to do planks for the past 2 days in a row, and last Friday we had to do rollouts.
It's Tuesday, Alyssa. It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Okay, I've been saving since last Wednesday. Okay,
She's been thinking about
Yes.
this for a little while. I like that.
I might not go D1 with
Cataloging.
volleyball, but I am a D1 complainer. Okay.
Exactly.
I wonder if she's going to have this much to go when it talks about what's coming up in her career after high school. Do you know what's coming up next?
So I want to go to NMSU, and I want to go into the medical field. I haven't 100% decided on which field I want to go to, but I have an idea because I either want to go into be a pediatrician and work with kids because I absolutely love kids. I work at the church, and I take care of like 2-3-year-olds. They're so sweet. I love little kids. I would either want to do that, or I would rather be a anesthesiologist. Yes.
Oh, okay. Very good. So, and I mean, obviously you like working kids, but what about the medical field? What got you interested in wanting to do that? Just help people?
So honestly, when COVID hit, I was like, I am never going to work in the medical field. You won't catch me getting sick, handling all these sickies. And then, freshman year, we had freshman orientation, and they took us through all of these electives that you could take, and one of them was biomed. And just taking care of people and just, being there for people. Like, anatomy was so interesting to me, and I want to help people. So the entire mindset of COVID has switched up.
Okay, well, I mean that's 5 years ago, so it's understandable that things have changed for you. Yeah. That was before high school began, so
6th grade. It was forever ago.
Yeah. All right, over here to Ella, and any other sports this year, or just focusing on?
Just focusing on volleyball.
Okay,
I'd say because all three of us actually play club together, so we get to see each other in technically the off season, but another season of volleyball for us. So
okay,
it'll be fun.
How about you're a senior this year in terms of helping the younger athletes that are coming up? Is there one or two things you feel like hey, I can impart this to them, and that would have helped me if I was a freshman and sophomore back in the day?
I would say that a lot of the younger girls, like their mindset is set on varsity right now. They're like, I can't wait till I get to varsity. I can't wait till I'm on varsity. I feel like you should enjoy, even if you're on C team or JV, enjoy that while you have it, because those years don't come back. Like you rush to get to varsity, and then you're sitting here and you realize you're like, wow, I'm already a senior. Like I'm at my last year, and to just enjoy, yeah.
Athletics hoping to continue it after high school, or is this going to be it for you?
This is probably going to be it. I do like to lift on my own though. Shout out Krcil Fitness. Sorry, just kidding.
I'm glad that we all do that.
No, I live there. I do plan to continue that, but other than that, not really.
Okay. And do you know what's coming up after high school for you?
I'm going to go to NMSU with Alyssa.
Oh, yeah, roommates.
Yeah. That's my plan. I want to get into psychology. I want to be a psychologist or like a private therapist or something like that. I love to advocate for mental health and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of the times, especially, sports-based, I feel like it's overlooked a lot, and people just would, chalk it up to you being upset with your sport or something like that, but it has a lot more to do with that. And I think as somebody who deals with a lot of that, it's easier to be able to talk to people and help people through that, and it would be my passion to, if I can help somebody, not to have such a harder time with that, then.
Awesome. All right. Very good. Well, Coach, you get the season underway, and, I know that you guys are hoping to have a little bit more improvement from last year. I mean, I thought there were a lot of matches that you guys showed some big improvement, and, you saw it throughout the year. I know it didn't come up in the wins that you wanted to, but it seems like you've got things going in a better direction now.
Oh, absolutely. That is the hardest part about volleyball is you just see the overall match scores. You don't see the set scores. I think that just mentally and physically we are stronger. And I just, but that's with education too. You don't see the smaller growths every single day that we see. And so, big picture, I think we are light years further than we were even last summer or even this summer. So, the girls are amazing. And so I'm just really excited.
And I think, in honesty, I mean, the mentality of, kind of believing you can win and you can beat those teams, that may be the biggest thing to get over for this group. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. I just want them to get out and believe in themselves too. Because we don't want to go out and just be nuts and be like, hey, we're just gonna, 3-0 Krcil. We don't want to go out there willy-nilly. But at the same time, we we can compete. There's absolutely no reason why we can't compete. We held Krcil last year to a very solid set a few times, and we held Gadsden well. We held Mayfield well.
Ooh, we almost had Mayfield.
We did.
We were so close.
And so we just have to work on finishing. And I think that that's just a athletic standpoint. And so, you know, it's a mentality game too. And just like Ella was saying, we have to work on our mental strength. And I think, you know, people don't realize what a mental game volleyball is. It's huge.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. All right. Well, again, get out there and support the ladies this Saturday, 1 p.m. JV, 2 p.m. varsity at the Tiger Pit. Good luck this season. Appreciate y'all coming in. Thanks so much.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.